Welcome to Student Spotlight, a presentation of College Success Arizona. This program features the hardworking college students who have earned scholarships from College Success Arizona and are pursuing their educational goals and career passions. Today on Student Spotlight, we interview Tim Balzora.
All right, I was born right here in Arizona, in Glendale, and I've been here ever since.
And how old are you now?
I'm 19 years old at the moment.
You sound like you're about my age, man. You sound like you're about 35.
Really?
Yeah, you really do.
Fun.
Yeah, you picked up the phone, and I thought,
yeah.
is this, get your son. Is this your dad? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You probably get that, though, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
People have told me that I have, the voice of, a radio talk show host or something of the sort.
Totally, man. I have a background in broadcasting. Yeah, you sound, you definitely would do well in radio.
Wonderful.
So you are,
Awesome.
you said 19 years old?
Yes.
And where did you graduate from high school?
I graduated from Ironwood High School on 59th and Cactus. Yeah.
Last year?
Just last year, 2017 in May.
And now you're attending Glendale Community College?
Yes, I'm currently attending Glendale Community College, and I'm studying computer technical engineering.
Computer technical engineering. Ultimately, what will your graduate or undergraduate degree be in, and what is your dream job?
So I plan to have my undergraduate to be an associate's in science, and then I plan to go to ASU to get a bachelor's in computer engineering at ASU, and I plan to use that to maybe work my way into project management of some sort as a career.
And project management for almost any type of company, because most companies have some level of IT need.
Yes, I would like to work on projects that mostly revolve around computer hardware and technology support and making sure that things are running smoothly overall.
And your interest in computers, is that lifelong or something that came about more recently?
I would say that my interest in computers has been lifelong, but it was more of a recent discovery that was something that I really wanted to tap into. I've always really been into computers, but I never really realized, this might be something that I want to use as my to achieve the goals that I want to achieve. Because at some point I would like to start my own business. So I hope to be able to start my own business making some sort of computer form of technology. And I'm very interested in sound as well, sound design and audio. And I think that there's a lot we could do with that, and I want to expand our horizons in the realm of sound.
As it relates to an Alexa type thing, or voice command, voice control with technology with computers?
Sure thing. As far as artificial intelligence and speak to text, all the command sort of things, I'm interested in that, but I'm more interested in the actual wavelengths of audio. So per se the recording value. So the microphones on Alexa, I'm very interested in. I would like to improve those microphones. We have currently cardioid microphones that can pick up all sorts of things straight on, and we have omni-directional microphones. I want to sort of experiment and see where we can go, making microphones that can pick up more resonant sounds in areas, and perhaps expand the distance in which we could have, say, an Alexa hear us from across the room. Perhaps we could even have it be further, because we can expand the overall recording and picking up, listening.
And now that you're wrapping up your first year, is this desire, this want to take on this career, is that intensifying?
Yeah, it sure is. It's a very exhilarating feeling, trying to sort of find my direction in what I want to do as a career, and finding motivation to continue my education in the direction that I've headed. As I take a lot of my classes, I find that in college, something that I didn't really experience in high school, every other class that I take, even if I don't get a good start to it, I'm not necessarily feeling it, I can find some way to apply whatever I'm learning, whether it's just a calculus class or something along the lines of like computer Java coding, I can always find a way to think of new ideas in which I could come up with technology and stuff to potentially start a business of some sort.
And it seems to be a high demand, highly lucrative kind of career, anything to do with writing code or, like you said, computer technology, IT, project management. So you can be making a pretty good living right out of the chute, I imagine.
Yeah, sure thing.
And talk about
Definitely.
college, the transition from high school to college. Has that been relatively easy, or was it riddled with challenges?
I would say that it was definitely riddled with challenges in the sense that I had to change my attitude quite a bit. In high school, I sort of just got by, I would say. I got decent grades, and I was very involved in high school when it came to clubs and organizations. Yet I didn't really take the classes that were not directly catered towards what I was interested in at the time, which I'm still very interested in. It's my music and my performing arts background. I used to always mainly focus on doing really well in my performing classes, and then just sort of getting by in the other classes. But as I transitioned into college, I started to realize that there's a lot of opportunity here to expand your knowledge and grow your education in directions that I've always been interested in, but I'd never really realized in high school. I didn't just want to stick to one set direction. I wanted to learn multiple different skills, multiple different crafts, and sort of because you can always apply something from one sort of area or field of work and apply it into your next. Like, for instance, when I take my music classes now, I can apply a lot of the notation that I use to write music and to read music, and apply that into my mathematics when I do any sort of problem. It just really, it kind of gives you different ways and pathways that you can build to expand your brain and sort of grow and learn and think outside the box.
And you talk about music. What is your interest there? Playing, writing, singing?
All right, so I've been playing the piano for about 12 years, and I've been singing in choirs and doing a lot of solo work for quite some time. I want to say maybe a couple of years less than that, but I've always had an extreme passion for music and instruments and anything that really creates sound. And I've always been trying to create my own music, and I've came up with a few original pieces, and I enjoy them, and I just think it's a very important aspect of my life. It helps me get through, and I think music is a very wonderful tool to use to expand your knowledge, expand motivation overall. It's an emotional drive. It definitely helps me build my path and really stay on track with what I'm doing.
And you talk
so I
about
always like to incorporate it.
And music, and you've written songs or original compositions like rock or country or gospel. Do you have a certain genre of music that you like?
So for the most part, I was classically trained on the piano for a couple of years, and I've been playing for a little while, and I definitely mostly piano music overall. I would say that my genre kind of varies from contemporary music all the way over to more jazz, sort of pop rockish, all in between. But it's very contemporary. I want to see sort of an expansion into what the new era is today. We have a lot of our genres that we listen to, but there's a lot of mixing that's happening and a lot of growth that I'm seeing happening in the current generation, and I like to mix instruments. Per se, you wouldn't hear a pop song necessarily with piano and flute and all of that in it, because we have a lot of electronic synths nowadays, and I think those are great, but I also think that you can definitely incorporate many other things, and there's no exclusive dynamic to genres nowadays. But most of my music, I would say, kind of ranges contemporary, very experimental music.
So you are, by definition, a composer rather than a songwriter.
Sure thing, yeah. I look a lot of depth into the songs that I write. I do write lyrics, and I've made quite a bit of YouTube videos and music overall to kind of make timestamps and such of like all the different types of music that I've made, and it's helped me kind of like monitor my growth and see that I'm definitely headed in an interesting direction, and I'm excited to expand on that.
Good for you. And this,
thank you very much.
You got it, man. That is, you really got it together, especially for 19, man. That is just amazing. Now, when you, you are part of the Excel program, which has a relationship with College Success Arizona. Basically, College Success Arizona provides a mentor, college guidance mentor type thing. We call them success advisors in the partnership they have with the Excel program. And in this case, it's Matt Sotelo who works with you. Can you tell us a little bit about what Matt does in terms of his relationship with you?
Yeah, sure thing. So when I meet with Matt every other month or so, he definitely kind of helps me to overall kind of keep me on track and make sure that I'm expanding on my studies. And he definitely asks me a lot of questions. And I really enjoy those meetings because it kind of gives me something to look forward to when I'm going along in my education. I have something to talk about. I always want to make sure I'm doing what I am supposed to be doing and the things that I want to do to achieve my goals. And in the Excel program, it's definitely helped me a lot to, kind of grow a community together. We have the peer mentors as well, and I have James and all of them, and they definitely help me. They help me, and like we help each other kind of learn more about what opportunities there are around campus and off campus, and sort of just make sure that we're all on track. It's a wonderful experience.
And so far as your family, have your parents or parent always been there for you in terms of encouraging you to get a college education?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. A big encouragement to get my college education would definitely be my father, because he completed his bachelor's degree in computer science and has gone up into the field of, I believe, like change management and for many different like industries and companies, and he was excited to see that I was inspired by him and kind of wanted to follow in his footsteps in the sense of going into business and such, and taking my way into education to further that potential.
And for students, high school and middle school students considering college who may be listening to this, can you offer some advice?
Yes, I would definitely say for anybody who is going or planning to attend college, definitely don't be afraid to just jump right in. Everything that you might like anticipate, anything that might seem very stressful to you, can be fixed with just a simple question, simply raising your hand. And I believe that there are no stupid questions, in which we would say, in the sense that like we don't there is no discrimination. We're all here to learn, and the professors are all here to teach. It's their job, and in the environment overall, I would say like just jump in, and you don't need to know exactly what you are doing right away. It will come as long as you are staying on track, and you definitely keep yourself motivated and keep yourself encouraged, and definitely keep a good schedule for yourself, because that has helped me a lot overall. Make sure that you're planning out day by day what you're going to do. Right now, currently, I'm planning on developing a website on the side, as well as for my Java programming class. So there are ways that you can sort of incorporate your assignments and learn from your assignments, as well as just do things in your own life, building on those assignments. Definitely don't separate school from your actual life. They are both the same in the sense that you are living throughout them. So if you go home every day and say, "Oh, I just got home from school, time to live my actual life," you know what I mean? Then you're not going to necessarily succeed if you say, "When I go to school, that is my motive. That is what I'm headed for." Yeah, overall, I would just say stay positive about the ideas. Things are going to get tough, but if you keep on trying and you do not give up, you will grow and you will succeed overall.
Thank you so much for the interview, Tim. And by the way, since 2005, College Success Arizona has worked with nearly 1,300 students just like Tim and provided more than $16 million in scholarships and success services to help increase the college attainment rates in our state. If you would like to be part of the mission of providing educational opportunity to high-potential students from low-income backgrounds, your tax-deductible contribution can be made through the Donate button located on the College Success Arizona website at collegesuccessarizona.org.